Good morning. Happy Friday the 13th. It's 11 o'clock. I'm getting a very late start because for whatever reason, my brain decided to wake up at 12:43 in the middle of the night and not go back to bed till after 5. And so I slept from 5 until when did I wake up? Almost 10. I made me some hot chocolate, and now I am going to tackle the laundry that I've been saying I was going to deal with for the past week. And tackle it. It's not really much to tackle. It's a couple scrubs to fold, which is less because I've been wearing them throughout the week. And then a couple towels to fold, which once again has dwindled due to the fact that I keep using them. Which brings me to the why do I bother trying to fold the last 3 towels just to wash them all again? Because I want to. Because one day I hope folding the last 3 towels will eventually lead me to the habit of folding it whenever I have 4 towels, and then when I have 5, and then eventually once I wash the towels to begin with. Alright, so I need to clean off the desk. And I'm behind on all the reading, so I'm going to catch up on the reading today. I was going to try and do it last night, but no, I was tired last night. And I can't work on the new house right now because the tree guys are over there working, and I don't want to be in their way. I don't want them in my way. So we are going to catch up on reading, do some editing, do the laundry just in time to have to wash it all over again. Yes, there's still stuff on the floor. Have yet to break that habit. But I just realized I forgot my coffee. Not my coffee. I don't have coffee right now. I have hot chocolate. I made hot chocolate in the little Mr. Coffee thingy. I ended up making like 2 servings worth. And it's nice and foamy. Frothy, whatever you want to call it. Alright, and I did make me a batch of coffee already. And then I want to start eating salads to be healthy. So I got red onion, cucumber, and avocado. And then in here, I've got lettuce that I've had. I'm going to chop that up. I've got ham and salami for sandwiches. I still got some grilled chicken left over for sandwich. I got more lettuce because I bought it at Sam's, so there's so much lettuce. And then I got tomatoes, and there's more cucumbers and mushrooms back there. So I'm going to chop up a whole bunch of stuff to have quick, easy, just pull out a container, throw a bunch of vegetables in a bowl, cover it with dressing because that makes it healthier, right? Alright, let's get this day going. Okay, so it's almost 12. For the past hour, I've been doing the weird thing where I'm just like, there's so much to do that I kind of don't do any of it. I just sort of space out and think of all the stuff to do without actually doing any of it, and I don't know how to get out of this rut. What I did manage to do is fold a couple of the towels. Read a little bit of some of the books, but nothing worth talking about because none of it's interesting at the moment. Nothing that strikes a chord. I did go through emails and get a bunch of them, the junk ones deleted, and then get some of the ones that I needed to do follow-up stuff on. Finish. I did finish my little zebra cake I had in here that one of my customers gave me as a birthday gift. I did spend a lot of time Googling about how to make tea and like different recipes so I could have a tea party with my niece and nephew. But nothing like super productive. So I need to get out of this rut of just like pacing around the house, spacing out, sitting in a chair, thinking about all the stuff to do. I'm making a list of all the stuff to do, but not actually doing any of it. So I'm going to start by folding towels and scrubs until they're all done. That's what I need to do. Music. I always forget to put on music. I love music. Music makes me do stuff. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put on some music, and we're going to tackle these clothes, and then we are going to read a little bit more of the books. I'll let you know if anything's interesting or if I have thoughts on any of it. And then going to go through paperwork and mail, and then I need to edit. I don't know why I have such a wall against editing, but I do. Okay, let's go. Alright, it's 12:22. The things I've just done really quick. Got all the towels and the scrubs folded and put up. got clothes picked up to change into whenever I'm ready to go to the other property to work and clean. Got half of the mail done, and I got one pile of clothes loaded in the washer. So now I'm going to power through the rest of the mail, balance my accounts, and then start working on the books. And then I always say that. I need to quit that. I'm just going to edit it out, and y'all will never know I said it. Only I might not edit it out. Oh, goodness. Okay. Distraction. Okay, let's get going on. What did I just say I was going to do? Oh, finish the mail and do the books. This is why nothing gets done. Okay, let's go. Okay, so going through the mail and stuff and then cleaning off my desk. And one of the things I have is, which I'm not going to show you the picture, but my niece's mom for my birthday present yesterday got me a little picture, and on the other side it's just a collage of all my nieces and nephews on it. So super cute. And so I was like, oh, instead of being that one thing where it sits around and never gets it, I'm going to put on my phone to get a 5x7 frame for it. And then I was like, I bet you I have a 5x7 frame. So one, plus I'm actually putting a picture in a frame like the next day after having it instead of like months or years later. And two, I saved money because it's something I already wasted money on that I'm not using. So go me. Okay, so I've been setting like a 15-minute timer to do stuff. So like try and work for 15 minutes. And then if I finish the task I'm doing before the timer goes up, I've got a few minutes that I can play on my phone, watch some YouTube videos or something. And so I watched that YouTube video I was talking about the other day, unless I didn't edit it into this cut, in which I realized watching other people's vlogs, I don't like it when they're like just showing like clips of what they're doing, like what I'm doing now. But I realize what I do like is when they just kind of chit-chat and talk with you. Like you're hanging out with them. And I was like, I think that's what I don't like. I don't like where it's just quiet or the music over it. I like it to be like a conversation. And so I need to get a microphone so I can do voiceovers. Because I think that would be good. Like I can film what I'm doing and I can kind of talk with you while I'm doing it like this now. But then sometimes you're not going to be in focus. And then sometimes I'm going to forget what I'm saying in the middle of doing it because I'm trying to do whatever I'm trying to do. Like right now I can't talk because I'm thinking about loading the dishes, and I can't apparently load dishes and talk at the same time. Maybe it's one of those random skills I'll get better at. Alright, and I got some dishes done. And I didn't finish this task before my 15-minute timer went up, but I at least got something done. And it feels weird when I have to talk to myself like I'm a child going, good job, at least you did something. Getting this dozen pieces of dishes out of the sink and into the dishwasher is better than nothing. And at least this sink is clear except for this that needs to be hand washed. And then this tea stuff needs to be hand washed. And this tea stuff is cemented together. Well, there is a fun project. How to uncement your tea thing. See, this is why you gotta do it whenever it's clean still and not dirty. Okay, well that came off pretty easy. Alright. This is like a fancied flavor tea. It was a blueberry Merlot or something like that. So, I know you can compost coffee and tea, but I don't know if because it's got all this random stuff in it if you can't. But we're going to. Worst it's going to do is kill my plants, but they're probably on the verge of death anyways because I keep forgetting to water them. Alright, so I am going to get all of the hand wash stuff corralled over here. Except for the kettle because I can't put the bottom part in there. I'm going to hand wash that in maybe an hour or so. I'm going to go back and finish doing paperwork in my room. Read. I'll do paperwork and then I'll play around on my phone for the rest of the thing until the timer goes off again, and then I will what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do paperwork, I'm gonna read books, then I'm gonna come back to dishes, and maybe by then it'll be time to switch laundry. So that's what we're gonna do: paperwork, books, dishes, laundry. let's get this going. Okay, so I just left my first official comment on another YouTube video. It was sort of scary to type out, but I was like, if I'm going to have a YouTube channel and interact with other people, I guess I could start by interacting with the ones that I follow. And this girl from Studio I just found this video, and I'm subscribed to her channel now. I'm gonna watch a bunch of her videos later. But like towards the end of the video, she had this like really good idea of like, you know, when you have low energy, to have like an alternate plan instead of like the big audacious goals of like, I'm gonna get the whole house in order, and if I can't do that, then I usually do nothing. But like instead, she's like, just for 7 minutes, go do something. And so that's what I did. I loaded the dishwasher for 7 minutes. It's not fully loaded, but it's better than nothing. And then the mail on my desk, finally got that knocked out. So I was struggling to do it because it's like feeling like I need to finish it all. I was like, no, just do 7 minutes and then you're done. And the paperwork actually ended up finishing because I got on a good roll and I got excited that it was almost finished. So that's done. I still need to do dishes because that I did not feel like on a roll of. But I did finally stop and eat lunch because I realized, oh yeah, it's like 3 o'clock now and I haven't really eaten. I had 2 cups of hot chocolate and half a zebra cake, and that's why I'm probably feeling terrible. I've got to start eating better. Oh, I've got green juice in the fridge. We're gonna go chug some of that. There's another quick, easy thing. Why do I feel so tired and low energy? Because I didn't eat anything and I just had a bunch of sugar for what little bit I did eat and drink. Okay, let's go get some juice. Okay, so following with the whole like quick 7-minute thing, I went and got the juice out of the fridge, and I'm drinking that to hopefully give me some vitamins and minerals to feel better. And then, not necessarily doing it for 7 minutes of reading, but just go ahead and instead of trying to catch up on the handful of days I'm behind, just 1 page is all I need to do. So this one was talking about yoga. I found the only DVD I have with yoga is this one, which, I mean, maybe. And then I found another little hula thing, which I know I didn't like the other one that much, so I'm going to get rid of this. That goes to the garage sale. So I read the yoga thing, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing yoga today. It's too low energy. It's not happening. So we can go to something else. And the next thing is about playing to your strengths and things that you enjoy doing. And thinking back when you were young, what you enjoyed. And when do you feel the most alive and full of energy? And that's what I need to figure out. When do I feel the most full of energy? Because right now it always just feels like I'm so low energy the majority of the time. So, play to my strengths. I don't know. I don't know what I enjoy doing. I enjoy filming pretend YouTube videos, but I don't really enjoy the editing process that much. And that's usually where we fall behind. Because I feel like it's not good enough to put up online, or it's too boring, I guess is a better word. And then, like, things are usually out of focus. I don't know what to talk about. I usually just end up rambling, and nothing is ever in focus. And it feels like because I'm stuck on this loop of not getting out of anything, y'all get to see that I'm stuck in this loop, that I'm just constantly, oh, the floor is a mess again. Oh, I started another project that I didn't stick with on how to track my goals and do that, and oh, I said I was going to read, and then I'm not, and then I'm going to keep up with dishes and laundry, and I barely do that. Alright, so, but at least now I've gotten 2 things read from this book, 2 more than I had. Well, 3, this is talking about aloe vera. Nope, I'm going to come, see, my grandmother and my great-grandmother, my mom always did aloe vera, and I thought about doing it again because I mean I have a bunch of other plants, and if that seems like a sturdy plant, my mom wasn't able to kill it, I shouldn't be able to kill it. And I don't have to go buy one because I'm pretty sure my grandmother still has a ton. I'll just ask her if I can have some of hers, because you're able, like, from what I remember, you could just break one off and stick it in dirt and it makes a new plant. And I'm like, yes, that sounds great. That's what I need. Something that if I accidentally break it, I can just stick it in dirt and it comes back to life. And then because it's like in the cactus family or whatever, you don't have to water it as much. So that's good, because that's my biggest thing, is I forget to water the plants I have. Okay, so look at that. We picked out a DVD for the yoga thing. we thought about what gives us energy. Thought of nothing. um, and about the aloe vera plant. So I'm going to call my grandmother, say hey, check in on her. We had a nice dinner for my birthday last night and stuff. And then I'm going to thank her for my birthday card she gave me. And then I'll be like, hey, can I have some aloe vera plants? And then I will continue to think of what makes me feel most full of energy other than filming the YouTube videos. Because I feel like I have to have something more substantial of doing day-to-day life. And I know there's stuff I've done that's made me happy. Well, planning random stuff. Like I'm planning a fun little tea party to do with my niece and nephew. And I'll film that and hopefully I can make that its own little video. And then maybe just random things that pop in my head that I'm like, this seems fun. Let's try this. Maybe that's what it is. Trying new things, experiencing new things, learning new things. Okay, so that's what gives me energy. New stuff. What takes energy is same old boring stuff. There's my problem. Problem solved. Life is perfect now. Until I forget everything again. Alright, so watching this video from But First Coffee about getting organized in 30 days. I'm taking notes and this is going to be a video. I don't know if I'm going to make it a full 30 days. I might just film the first week or so of doing this. And then I can give an update if anybody cares in like a month or two to see if I actually kept up with any of it. So the 5 things she says is that we are what we repeatedly do. So daily habits and routines. So I'm just going to pick 3 things that I'm going to do every single day for at least a week to see if it gets me where I need to be. The 3 main things that I have trouble with are dishes, laundry, and I guess the kitchen table. So my 3 daily habits that I'm going to start to be repeatedly what you do is every evening I'm going to do like she does and have a clean kitchen sink. Clear out all the dishes, get them in the dishwasher, get the dishwasher going. In the morning, I'll have the habit of unloading the dishwasher, and that way it's empty to start loading it again with dirty dishes, and once it's filled, we can start it, and we'll keep on that cycle. Next habit is with laundry. If I just throw it on the ground at night, that's fine, whatever, we're going to forgive ourselves, but I'm going to be in the habit of every single morning, we're going to pick up all the dirty clothes and put them where the dirty clothes go. And if it's something I'm going to rewear because I only wore it for an hour the day before, I'm going to hang it back up and put it back in the closet. I'm going to pick up my shoes and put my shoes where they go. And then the last thing was the kitchen table. So every single night before I go to bed, I will make sure all trash is off the table, all dishes is off the table, any food or anything can go to wherever it belongs in the pantry or on the baker's rack or whatever, and I'll wipe off the table. So those will be my 3 habits I'm going to do. Dishes, laundry, and the table. And then if that sticks, we'll see what I can, start rolling into it to help with other areas of the life. Okay, so, and then simplify your stuff. So the more things you have, the longer it takes to like clean up after it and move it around and whatnot. I have decluttered a good bit over the years, and I did some decluttering not too long ago whenever I did like the laundry room and like getting the dishes decluttered a bit. So I need to think of an area, because I don't have an area in my house that's got too much stuff. So I'm going to think of what I'm going to do to get rid of more stuff. I don't know. Just accept that everything I have is aspirational clutter, that one day I'm going to learn how to sew and do arts and crafts and scrapbook and take all of those vitamins up there and read all these books and watch all these movies and all the other random stuff I keep getting. Okay, so yeah, we're going to simplify our stuff. And then control the flow to have systems to regularly purge out stuff. And the only thing I can think of is, since our trash runs on Tuesday, just regularly every Monday, clear out the fridge. Food that's in the fridge needs to get eaten, frozen, or trashed. And then, what else? To get rid of stuff. Food, I think, is the biggest thing. I always complain about how the fridge looks way too cluttered. It actually doesn't look that bad right now. Mainly because I'm trying to be on a budget, too. Other than that, yeah, that's mainly control the flow. I'm getting rid of stuff that comes in. The main thing we buy here is food. Everything else, like, we don't buy anything but food. Clothes, we've had the same clothes forever, and the only new clothes that come in, usually somebody gives it to me versus me buying it. Okay, so, and the number 4 is remove excess packaging, like to decant. I already kind of do that with some stuff. Like, I have stuff in mason jars. Like, when I open a box of pasta, I'll put the rest in a mason jar, but I don't open up every box of pasta and put it in a mason jar. And then I tried doing it with some of my dad's stuff, like, because he buys a big old thing of, like, Ensure and fruit cups and whatever, and so I tried doing that, but he kind of just prefers it in the packaging, and so it's like, well, don't force my stuff on him. So, and I don't have a whole lot of stuff to decant other than coffee and hot chocolate, and I already do that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else right off the bat. I don't know. So, and then give everything a home. I've been working on that for the past few years, but like normal, I kind of either forget that everything should have a home or forget what home I assigned it, sort of deal. So I think I'm going to work on that. Every time I just find something just randomly floating, I'm like, okay, nope, you're finding a home. You're getting adopted out today. Alright, so yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on a video about getting organized in 30 days based on a video I watched from But First Coffee. I can't remember what her name is. But I like her. I subscribed. We're going to just binge watch a bunch of her videos one day when I'm feeling low and can't do anything but watch YouTube videos in bed.